Hello, Libra. My name is Kristen, and this is Home of Houses. Welcome home, Libra. If at any point in this video you feel connected to me and would like to become a client of mine, you can do so by following this link here and also in the bio. As a healer, I welcome you. Now, with all that being said, let's get into this. Hello, Libra, lovely Libra. This month, the remainder of the month of March is, how do I say, it feels easygoing. It feels light for you, you know? The Virgo full moon is closing out a renewal that you had in your subconscious, your belief systems, the things that were sitting inside of you that you didn't quite think about. Libra, you went through a beautiful change in your, not only your self-compassion, but the compassion you've had for others. Your bare bone belief systems have really been going through transition since September of last year. When Pluto re-entered back into Capricorn, you felt the pressure again, you know, because the Capricorn Pluto was pressure for you, for all the cardinal energies. And the Aquarius Pluto is a comfortable space for you, let's just say, because it is an air Pluto. Now, where there is this similar element, there is still transformation, there's still transition in that way. So it's asking you to transition yourself and to change yourself. I apologize for the noise, but it's asking you to transition yourself and change yourself, but in a way that is more transient, right? Whereas with the Capricorn Pluto, it was pressure. It was transformation and dealing with a lot of mess from the world in that way, you know? Versus now. So when you ventured back into the Capricorn Pluto, you've had to revisit old ideas, old perspectives, old people. Secrets could have been revealed to you. Things could have been revealed to you during this transition or this time period, this 6-month time period from there to now, that have made you really change what it is that you believe, change what it is that you feel and think on a deeply internal level. And it's been a beautiful, light experience for you. You know, you just don't want to deal. You just want to release and let go. You just don't want the pressure, you know? And that has been very good for you. And this March transit in specific, as the full moon is closing out, it's like a pioneering sense of, okay, this is now what I understand. This is now what I believe. This is now what I'm going to do with this, especially as we see the Aries energy happening in Mercury and also in Venus, and these being in retrograde and we're moving into Aries season. This is all your opposite energy. This is your opposing energy, where you're not always comfortable, where you have to pioneer instead of just relax, instead of just be indifferent and just don't take sides and don't, you know, go from one space to the other. Libra, this is through what has changed in your subconscious and what is being awakened with the Aries energy. It's saying you need to actually put in the pioneering work to be maybe unlikable, to pick a side, to say what is right and what is wrong, to stand in that energy, to be, let's say, firm within yourself and to be unafraid of that firmness, because the resistance that you've been experiencing is because of the ways in which you wanted to kind of sit in this, dare I say, non-problematic intersectional space. In that way, you're being forced to actually have to understand the plight, okay? And this does not mean this is going to be so, I mean, it could be intense. Initially, I thought it was going to be easy, but I actually think this is maybe intense for you, Libra, the remainder of March, because you're going to have to choose. Libra, So here we are with your remainder of March reading. And Libra, you are in your own way, my love. You're healing, you're going through sadness, you're going through heartbreak, you're wanting to transition, you're wanting to move forward, right? Like the weight of your connections, trying to see where things can stretch and evolve. It's like this sadness. You're trying to move to the next step from what it is that has the spilled milk, let's say, the water that's on the floor, Libra. But it's in your head, right? We've got self-imposed darkness going on here. In your shadow, we see soul. And then we've got the two of Cowrie. So you are afraid of the light, Libra. You're afraid of the sun. That's not very common of you. Are you afraid of your own blind optimism? Afraid that you are being naive and you trying to be, let's say, celebratory or happy about what it is that's going on or what it is that is in front of you, Libra. And it's like this feeling of like, but if I get lost in this positivity, or if I get lost in this happiness or this joy, right? It's like I'm going to get lost in this sense. Things are going to fall out of my hands. Things are going to crumble in this way. It's like just because you're healing from something, just because you've been hurt or just because you've been wounded, does not mean that you should keep yourself kind of stuck in the dark, Libra. It doesn't mean you should kind of keep yourself hidden from the world. People want to connect with you. It's time for you to step out, right? Like test the weight of your bonds, test the weight of your relationships. Like it says with palm tree. Test how things can go. Allow things to stretch and change and evolve, expand, Libra. Like, just because it hurts doesn't mean that you're stuck there or you're lost there. Or I appreciate the silence. You've allowed yourself to be in more of a silent, quiet, introspective space. But you need to lift those swords from in front of your face. Release the swords from being in front of your face, Libra. There's more to be said here. There's more to be had here. It's not as bad as you think. In your advice, we have what is already with you. It's spirals of manifestation. So again, you have it, Libra. You've got it. There is more here than you think. There is more room here to spread your limbs, to stretch your ligaments than you thought, than you think, Libra. And when you understand that, when you understand what is already here and what is already around you, then your spirals of manifestation can expand. Things can manifest, things can evolve from this place once you understand what you already have, once you understand who it is that you are and the space that you, let's say, are in, can grow. It's like you can grow from what is still here, from what is still standing here. There's still more. There's just still more. But it's like you don't want to be naive. And I understand not wanting to be naive because something happened. Something happened that hurt. This feels very social. I can't say this feels like a relationship, Libra. This feels like your social life. It feels like friendships, what has happened around you. And it's like you kind of got a little bit quiet. But it's time to spread your wings. It's time to, again, like spread your limbs. Like there's more here. There's just more here. And your healing point, we've got an air energy. There's a gentler way to proceed and obtain the same or even greater effect. Tame the wild and frenzied workings of the mind by grounding yourself with beauty, pleasure, and grace. The things you love the most, Libra, beauty, pleasure, and grace. Violence and its negative effects shall be overcome and healed through feminine gentleness and inner spiritual strength. This oracle is a sign of great future happiness. So it's an air energy, right? Which is good for you in terms of you allowing yourself to step out, right? Like, you know the joy of gentleness, Libra. You also know how effective gentleness is. You are the intersectionality. You are the juggler. Why do we all admire you, Libra? We admire your ability to be both. We admire the way the entire world can love you, the way that you can take two sides and make them one, take two perspectives and make them one, the way that you can understand both perspectives. You are the person that everyone likes. You have this beautiful, yeah, just likability about you, this presence about you that makes you relatable to everyone. And you're a pioneer in your relatability, Libra. So whatever it is that you fear is in your head. Just because you've been wounded, just because you've been hurt, just because you're healing from something that sets you back does not mean that there is not growth here, that there is not the possibility here. You don't have to be afraid of basically your blind optimism pulling you into a bad space. Okay? Whatever happened for a reason. All right? Take the swords from in front of your face. Stretch your limbs. Stretch the connections you still have, or the people that are still here, the opportunities that are still standing there with those people. Next to that, we got an earth energy, okay? So we start with air, and then we want you to ground your feet. So clarify the mind and then ground your feet. Seek and you shall find. Find the teachings and teachers which feel pure to your heart. But remember, it is the inner truth of you that will ultimately set you free, Libra. Do not give your power away, but do trust in a greater guiding wisdom at work in all aspects of your life. Ask for help from enlightened spiritual beings in any matter of concern, and help shall be granted. Believe all problems can be resolved, Libra, and a more graceful life experience is opening up for you now. Yeah, that's the biggest thing. Like, you have to believe that this can be healed. You have to believe that things can be resolved and expanded upon, Libra. Ask for help from who it is that is around you. Like, there are people that can help you. There are people that can heal you, and there are people that can expand the situation. Like I said, this feels like a network thing for you. A lot of this could be work for you guys, but it's like something going on socially, like social wounds, and you needing to step out and understand that, like, hey, just breathe for a second. You're not naive, all right? You don't have to worry about blindly doing anything. Not all is lost. Okay. At the bottom of the advice deck, we've got diving for light with conscious connections. Powerful energy, Libra. Oh, hold on 1 second, Libra. We've got a battery change. Hold on. All right, Libra. Thank you for a little bit of that jump. Okay, so we've got conscious connections and diving for light at the bottom of the deck, Libra. So again, that brings me back into a space of you needing to find more happiness here, Libra. You need to allow yourself, it's already with you. You've already got it, okay? Your ability to expand more. Like I said, this feels a lot like work. Dive for light, find the positive, and focus on the people who can actually help you expand your narrative where it is that you are right now, and evolve where it is that you are right now. There's a gentler way. There's an easier way to get out of this. The negativity is in your own head. The worry is in your own head, Libra. At the bottom of the clarity deck, we've got more confirmation with this, with abundance, the phoenix, and boat. So again, you can have whatever it is that you want. Keep a positive mindset. There's a new phase taking place, and you need to let go. You're having closure issues when it comes to this heartbreak, when it comes to the thing that you have been healing from. Let go, Libra. What I love is a lot of the messages for the end of March have been quite positive. You know, you have to, a lot like other people, it's like, Libra, what has happened has happened. It doesn't feel super heavy. This doesn't feel heavy for you. It just feels like stepping out of insecurity, getting back on the bandwagon, and realizing that there are more people around you that want to connect with you, that want to work with you. Your networks are not lost. Okay, at the bottom of that deck, we've got Anapasis, which is all about understanding how not to control what is happening on the outside, but bring positive influence to bear. Don't try to control it, but bring out that beautiful Libran light to pull people into you. At the bottom of the tarot deck, we've got the Knight of Swords in reverse with the Ace of Pentacles. Another thing that showed up was the Seven of Pentacles. So again, you being on the right track, being able to push this reality forward and not being in a space where you're overthinking as the Knight of Swords. You don't need to overspeak as the Knight of Swords. Sometimes you guys make mistakes, and like social wounds for you, Libra, sometimes can be really heavy. You know, when you find out someone doesn't like you, or you find out that a connection severed, or a connection did not work. Breathe, Libra. Breathe. You don't have to explain yourself. You don't have to try to fix it. You don't have to try to heal it. You don't have to overthink. Breathe. Just bring positive influence to bear. There's a gentler way to do this, okay? There's an easier way to go about this. Focus on the people that can actually serve you. Focus on the people that you can actually work with, and just bring about a new reality so you can retrace your steps and put yourself back on the right track. Because at the bottom of the shadow deck, we've got Baba Cutlass here. Okay, Baba Cutlass, you're afraid. You know, the king of that's you, the King of Swords. And it's like you're afraid of that anxiety. You're also afraid of that coldness, that decision maker, that harsh decision maker, that rigid way of thinking, that rigid, let's say, decision in that way. People being cold to you, people being dismissive toward you. Relax, Libra, relax. So let's get into this. So let's do what it is that we are going to think, feel, do, and be, Libra. Libra. So it's what you need to be thinking. This is what you need to be feeling. Oh, look at that, Libra. Doing, being. I love this because the sun came back. The sun came back, Libra. And at the bottom of that deck, we see you again. Baba Cutlass with the King of Swords with the Seven of Pentacles again. So it's going back into this energy, trusting yourself, Libra. Trusting yourself. You are the king here. You are in charge here. And you are on the right track. This is how you get back to being on the right track. So what it is that you need to be thinking is the Hangman. Libra, learn when to let go. You can learn this from your Pisces partner here, okay? Know when to let go. Know when not to overthink. You guys can be so riddled with anxiety when you feel like something goes wrong. Breathe, Libra. Breathe. Yes, there is every side to every story, but the thing about Pisces is Pisces comes in and he lets you know, hey, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Let go and let God. Breathe, Libra, relax. Another thing about the Hangman, it's about a different perspective as well. So it's like take a different perspective when it comes to not putting yourself in a position of insecurity and overthinking. From the other side, it's not so bad. Now, is it? It's not so bad. Major Arcana. Second, you've got all majors here besides the King of Wands, which is powerful. So your advice here is powerful because in your actual reading, we see in the minors was the subject and the major was in their fears. So that lets me know for the remainder of March, your fears are outweighing what's actually happening. And what's actually happening is you are in your own self-imposed darkness. You are in your own insecurity, and your fear is that you can't get out of it. Your fear is that you don't want to get out of it. You know, and this is lets us know another major, the sun, Libra. What you fear is the sun. You need to bring the sun back. You can be very positive. Bring positive influence to bear, like we said before. Bring positive influence to bear. There's a gentler, more beautiful way to proceed, Libra. You are Venus. You know the value of beauty. You know the value of gentility, Libra. It's okay. Bring it back. It's just in your head, okay? move through these emotions. You feel the happiest card in the deck, the sun, the card of vibrance, the card of joy, the card of it's all going to work out. Feel the warmth on your skin, Libra. That's what you need to feel. Let the mind go. Release the mind, right? Let go in the mind and allow the body, allow the feelings to be very positive, very happy, Libra. What is it that you need to do is death, okay? Transform, let go, let it die, just release, Libra, release. Allow for the change, release and let go, okay? And who is it that you need to be is the King of Wands. What I love is the King of Wands marrying well with the Sun. You need to feel the Sun and you need to be the Sun with the King of Wands. Be the person in charge, be the person of fire, right? Be the one that's fully confident in yourself. The King of Wands makes a mistake and he just kind of brushes it off, you know? Cool stepping in that way. Like the King of Wands is the ultimate cool stepper. It's like he sits there, he makes a mistake, and he's just like, oh, I did that on purpose, right? Confidence until confidence has no other, right? The Queen of Wands, we like to say, is the queen of confident delusion in that way, believing in yourself to a point where it don't really matter anymore. And that's the thing about the King of Wands as well. He does it with a strong energy, a strong sense of self, with his back up straight. He believes in himself, and he stands on business through that self-belief, through that integrity, through that confidence. Be that, Libra. Enjoy yourself in that way. It's okay. Step out of anxiety. We're going to get one more advice card for you, Libra. Oops. Loyalty. True friendships and loyalty are among the most important things. Be loyal to your friends. Yeah, Libra. Whatever is going on in your social circles, breathe, relax. It is okay. There are people that still love you. There are people that still like you. You are not going through a social death, Libra. You are going to survive this. You are going to be okay. All right? You're going to be okay. All right, so I love you, Libra. I love you, okay? Ciao.